Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for another episode of this Retro Football Manager series. In FM 2009 we are in charge of Arsenal and we have the first opportunity to add some silverware to our trophy case. We are in the League Cup final, otherwise known to you guys now as the Carabao Cup final, and we are taking on an interesting opponent. We're taking on Newcastle, which is going to be interesting. They've still got Michael Owen. They've still got a decent little team, but hopefully we can add this first trophy of what hopefully will be many to the trophy cabinet. So let's get into it. So guys, this is the first screen that I'm going to show you. It is the manager overview, and in this screen you can basically see a little bit of everything for us. So as you can see, the next match, we are taking on Newcastle and their manager, Joe Kinnear, in the League Cup final, taking place at Wembley. The last time we have played them this season. We came out 2-0 victors at St James's Park. On the 24th of January, this game's on the 1st of March, so not too long ago, we actually do have good precedent for actually being able to beat Newcastle. In terms of all other competitions, let's take a look at the team competition section here. Champions Cup, we are in the first knockout round. We are taking on Fiorentina. We've already played the first leg of that in Italy. Very interesting game, as you can see here. Robert van Persie missed a penalty in the 6th minute. Adrian Mutu, for those of you guys who can remember him, he would have already been at Chelsea and had his cocaine scandal at this point. He equalised for Fiorentina. Denilson on as a sub, pulled one back, which will, I think, ultimately be the decisive away goal. He scored that away goal, 79th minute. And then in the final few minutes, we were pushing to try and get another goal. They had two send-ins off in the final few minutes. Donadel and then Komoto both sent off in the final few minutes. So it's going to be an interesting second leg back in the home tie. So we are doing well there. You'd like to think that with the away goal, we would progress with the game being at home. Things are going pretty well there. In the Premier League, we are currently third. We're not necessarily having the best season. United and Chelsea are fighting it out at the top, but I think we are probably the best of the rest. I will show you the league table in a few moments. FA Cup, we are in the 6th round. We are taking on Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, and if I click on the FA Cup, one of the main things you can see here, there is no Manchester United. They were knocked out already. So absolutely buzzing that we are through, and we are playing the only non-Premier League team left in the draw, and that is Nottingham Forest. So in terms of competitions, we're doing pretty well. Player stats, we're still not scoring enough. Basically, Van Persie's got 13 in all comps. Adebayor is the top assister with 13 as well. Walcott is doing pretty well in terms of his man of the matches. His development is actually getting much better. He still looks like a decent player for 19 years of age. He's been capped 7 times for England. 12 goals and 10 assists in, 37 appearances. It's okay. He's still young. I'm sure he will grow. Most yellow cards, Colo Touré, is a centre-back. Nobody really expects anything different. And the highest average rating is, of course, Cesc Fabregas. He is fantastic. At 21 years of age, I'll be hoping to keep hold of him longer than Arsenal did in real life. We will not be letting him go to Barcelona. In terms of some of the team stats, as you can see here, we've played 43 games, and that's kind of the issue. We've scored only 79 goals, conceded 29, so the defence is doing its business, but we're not putting the ball in the back of the net anywhere near as much as we should be. So in terms of the Premier League, as I said, you've got United, you've got Chelsea both fighting out. They've both played 26 games and they're both on 61 points. United absolutely smoking them in terms of the goal difference. This is where you can really see it. We've scored 37. United in turn have scored 56. That's where the main issues are in this. We are kind of, we're just above Liverpool. Liverpool do have a game in hand, so it'd be interesting to see how they get on with that one. But I think we're in a pretty good spot. We are in third. It would be qualification again for the Champions League. So I think we're moving in the right direction in terms of the league there. But today is all about this game. Newcastle and Joe Kinnear in the League Cup final. So we will advance. Thomas Rosicki. He's coming back. I completely forgot about him we've also had Eduardo come back as well. For those of you guys who can remember Eduardo, the Croatian striker who had his leg broke really quite badly in a game. I believe his was done by someone at Birmingham. I can't remember. If you guys can remember, do let me know down in the comments. As you can see, we face Newcastle in the League Cup. Inform Arsenal are just about favourites to overcome opposition. Should prove a tightly contested affair against Newcastle. So Newcastle have beaten Villa, Spurs, Preston, Ipswich and Leyton Orient to get there, whilst we've beaten Man City, Portsmouth, Sheffield United and Everton. So I think we've had a better run of it. We've beaten better teams. Colaccini is the key for Newcastle, as you kind of would expect. Also, I will show you this in a second. Okay, Liverpool go through in their 5th round replay. Interesting. They beat Stoke on penalties. And in terms of... Okay, there's Premier League fixtures as well. We continue to move forward. This is one thing I do like about this game. The time in between stuff is really, really quick. So, as we said, League Cup final. Obviously, because my logo pack is coming in as the Carabao Cup, we have the opportunity to win it. So, we go into this. I'm going to see what Pat Rice has to say about this. And he's gone Fabregas alongside Denilson in the central midfield. That's kind of where I was looking to see what he would do there. I'm actually going to bring on Gallas ahead of Giroud. So this is going to be the team to take on Newcastle in the League Cup final. As you can see, I've kind of switched it back up. We're going to a 4-2-3-1. And this is the way that we are looking to do it. Almunia in goal, Sanya, Kolo Toure, William Gallas, Gael Clichy, Cesc Fabregas alongside Denilson. Denilson has been fantastic for us. He looks like a very good player. He's still only 21 years of age, so could still turn into an absolute monster, considering he scored 7 goals for us from central midfield. I think he's been fantastic. Him and Fabregas adding, what's that, 16 goals between the two from central midfield. I think you could even look at the central attacking midfielder, Arshavin or Samir Nasri, who've not necessarily been pulling their weight there. Walcott is on the right-hand side, Arshavin, Carlos Vela, and then Emmanuel Adebayor. As you can see, Clichy and Kolo Toure both wanted. Disappointing. Silvestre and Eboué are kind of unhappy with things at the moment. So we go forward, we submit this team. Let's have a look at this Newcastle team then. They've got Harper in goal, Habib Baye, Stephen Taylor, Basong, Jose Enrique. Colaccini's actually playing central midfield. Jonas Gutierrez. Is that Danny Guthrie? It is Danny Guthrie. Ryan Taylor. It is Ryan Taylor. Then Michael Owen and Shola Amiobi. Not Sammy Amiobi. Shola Amiobi up top. You see, in this Football Manager, you'll see a lot of 4-4-2. We played United not too long ago, and they had a 4-4-2, even with Cristiano Ronaldo. They were playing Cristiano Ronaldo on the left wing. So what we're going to do is bring the trophy home for the supporters. I expect them to win the trophy, I do. So let's say it. We go through. I'm not going to do any tactical instructions because I've played around with it, and I just don't think it works. I just don't think it makes a big difference. Michael Owen into the penalty area. Good save there from Almunia. Almunia actually is someone who I thought would be a weak link in this, and he hasn't. Manuel Almunia has been fantastic. The defence as a whole has actually been pretty good. It's just been the issue of being able to put the ball in the back of the net, and the fact that we've not been able to do it on a consistent basis sees us draw an unreal amount of games. Drawing games 1-1 or just scraping games 2-1 and stuff like that is really disappointing to see, especially when you think we have the quality of players like Adebayor, we've got Van Persie, obviously we have wonderkids in Walcott and Carlos Vela. They do develop into fantastic players, but we are trying to win as much as humanly possible right now. So having players who develop in 5, 6, 7 years isn't necessarily the be-all and end-all. As Andre Arshavin, a man for the big game actually, turns up and pops that one past Newcastle, and we go into the lead at Wembley after just 15 minutes. Since we've changed the formation up, it seems like we are having a little bit more joy. Arshavin gets the ball in a little bit of space there, moves it onto his right foot and slots that one underneath the Newcastle goalkeeper. Is this going to be the first bit of silverware for this save? Andre Arshavin with the ball then. Adebayor is very much out of position. Takes off of him. Danny Guthrie into Shola Amiobi. Here comes Michael Owen. Jonas Gutierrez. Pollicini. Whoosh. Centre-back goes for... Tries his luck from a long way out there, and it's not good enough. Nowhere near the target. Wasn't testing Almunia there at all. Flick over to another highlight. Carlos Vela then. His pass is intercepted. Look how deep Michael Owen's playing there. Into Amiobi, who gets clattered by Gallas. Arshavin's in loads of space there. Into Carlos Vela down this left-hand side. Can Vela put a ball across? He's going all the way. Is he still going all the way? Fabregas. Oh, another shot is blocked. Unfortunate. I thought the young Mexican was going to do the business there. The young Carlos Vela playing out on the left-hand side. But he drilled his shot straight at the goalkeeper. And unfortunately, we couldn't get the rebound in the back of the net. Clichy, man who is wanted by Real Madrid. Colo Torre. Denilson. We are still holding the ball quite nicely here. Adebayor is going to get here over Stephen Taylor. Goes for the strike. And unfortunately, that one is just over the bar. We still have the lead, and I think, to be honest, we look quite good value for it. As Stephen Taylor looks like he's probably going to pick up a booking here for a foul on Adebayor, and he does. Arshavin is going to take this set piece by the looks of things. Passes it short to Denilson, sprays it out to Carlos Vela very quickly on the left-hand side. Clichy is there for support. Can he put a ball in? He does. It gets blocked. Bakary Sagna absolutely laces it over the crossbar, and you can see why Bakary Sagna has only scored 1 goal for us this season so far. So moving into halftime, as I said, I think we look good value for the lead. So what I'm actually going to say to the boys is you already have one hand on the cup, which we're in a winning position. I think we do have one hand on the trophy. As long as Newcastle don't miraculously turn things around. They do have Obafemi Martins in the squad. I don't know if they're going to bring him on. Oh. Goal for Newcastle. Who was that who scored? Ryan Taylor scores a goal for Newcastle. 10 minutes inside the second half there. Habibai with the throw into Shola Amiobi. Jonas is in there. Owen's lurking, but it's Ryan Taylor who taps that one past Almunia. And are we going to have the exact same issue that we have every single time we play a game on camera with this save, that we do not put the ball in the back of the net enough? I think we need that elite finisher. I really don't think Van Persie's it. I don't necessarily think Adebayor's it either. So it's probably going to have to be... Ooh, good opportunity for Newcastle. It's probably going to have to be an area that we're going to look at in this summer window. I don't know how much money we're going to have to spend, and I don't know how much players are going to cost. So if you guys can think of any strikers that you think would be a good addition to this Arsenal team to be a real main focal point, do let me know in the comments down below, because I will find that very, very useful. It looks like Sebastian Bassong has been sent off for Newcastle. Joey Barton, the now Bristol Rovers manager, comes on for Newcastle. He's come on for Michael Owen, so they're looking to shore it up a little bit. We are playing against 10 men here. We've got 20 minutes to kind of make the most of it. I'm going to maybe make a look at making a substitution, and for some reason it does this all the time. It moves some of these players around. So Adebayor has actually been playing 70 minutes of this game on the left wing, and Carlos Vela has been the main focal point up top, which you can kind of see why we're having some issues. We're making the tactical changes then. So Adebayor is the main focal point up top. As you can see, Adebayor at 6.4 is probably because he's played on the left wing. So we're going to give it 10 more minutes to see if Adebayor being as a striker, which he is, makes a big difference, which you'd like to think it would. So Joey Barton on the ball then, out to Jonas on the right-hand side. Clichy's putting the pressure on, makes him go into Kevin Nolan. Joey Barton then on the ball, on as a substitute, looks for Danny Guthrie. It's a misplaced pass to Jonas, and it is time for us to stamp our authority on this game. Don't know who this is loitering here. Just the one fan at Wembley, because this is before they introduced the stadium as the sort of ambience around. You've just got the pitch. Theo Walcott then running down this right hand side. Good delivery. Arshavin on the edge of the penalty area. Andre Arshavin looks like he's won us the League Cup here. His second goal of the game, hit from outside the edge of the penalty area. And You'd like to think 10-man Newcastle will not come back from this. Nice move from Walcott, showing good pace. Great pass to Arshavin, who's in absolute acres of space. Fires the long-range shot in. And this time it goes into the back of the net. Newcastle, with their 10 men, are going to have to start pushing towards us now. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Looks like the time is ticking away. I'm not going to make any subs. We've got 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And Arsenal have won the League Cup. You don't see us lifting the trophy anymore. That is done and dusted. And Arshavin coming out with an 8.6 rating. I'm going to say fantastic win and very well done. Enjoy your success, boys. Andre Arshavin, man of the match, as you would expect. And we have won our first piece of silverware in this save, guys. It's very good to get our hands on a trophy, albeit the League Cup. A trophy is a trophy nonetheless. So let's move into things. We ease past Newcastle. We get £1 million in prize money. That's actually really good. Becomes a big favourite with the Arsenal fans. First time Arsenal have lifted the League Cup since 1993. So they are happy with that. Everyone's happy. Tony Adams praises me. Well done, Tony. How are you looking, Tony? Nice little manager here. We may look at bringing in Tony Adams as a coach. I think that could be interesting. Arsenal win the League Cup. Capello spotted at Wembley. Joe Kinnear, everyone praises Arshavin. Board confidence update. They are satisfied with your management of the team. Positive atmosphere contributing to that. Despite the positives, unhappy about Arsenal's 2-2 Premier League draw with Fulham. You and me both, guys. So currently we have a 63% win ratio as manager of Arsenal. As things stand then, let's go into, I think I have to go into here and then into fixtures. Okay. So this is where we are, guys. We've just won the League Cup final. What I'm going to do is I'm going to advance through a little bit more. We'll see what happens in the FA Cup. Basically, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to bring you back for another cup game. It's either going to be the FA Cup, or if we get a juicy tie in the Champions League, it will be that juicy tie in the Champions League. Should we get past Fiorentina? I'd like to think we will. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like on it down below and subscribe to my channel for daily Football Manager content. I'll be back on Sunday next week with another episode of this Retro FM series. But until then, guys, take care and I'll see you soon.